Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Today it's the middle of the week. We're into midweek. Oh, this time we call it midweek magic. Well, that makes more sense. We did call it Friday night magic before. So this time it's standard all access, so we get to do we have access to every card, so any deck that you really wanted to try out, you could. I avoided going to the dark side. I did not try Tybalt's Trickery, although I really want to try it. I kind of also want to try the Emergent Ultimatum deck because that's the one deck that I've never gotten to play with. I only have one copy of Emergent Ultimatum and I was forced to craft it, and I have all the other pieces except that, and now I don't feel like I want to craft that. Anyway, instead of focusing back on the old, I decided, you know what, to heck with it, let's just look at the new. And originally I wanted to do a mono green version of this deck, but I got my butt handed to me by a red green version. Particularly Bard class, if you're going to do a deck full of legendaries, there's no good reason not to have this one in. So we're going to build around it, but we do have the 4 Bard classes. Let's pull this up here. In case we don't get the Bard class, we have some other options. We have 3 copies of Wolfwillow Haven. I'm not sure if it's overkill at this point, but I'm having that there. You have 3 copies of Magda, Brazen Outlaw. I kept the Wolfwillow Haven because, let's be honest, Magda is kind of a must kill. This is pretty much the equivalent of bolting the bird. So I wanted to have something that has a little backup. And speaking of backup plans, we also have 3 copies of Kolvori. In particular, it's more for the Ringheart Crest because since everything's legendary anyway, legendary creature, so this will not help us cast our single planeswalker, but it will cast everything else, so that's one out. And otherwise, if we have enough legendary creatures, we do get a very beefy card. That said, that's pretty much our ramps. Well, Eska is also a ramp card, and I'm not giving up hope completely of ever playing Prismatic Bridge, so we have 2 copies of the World Tree, but that's not really the main plan. The plan is just to give us a way to tap. Helps Magda in a sense. Otherwise, main packages, everything is legendary. All stars are pretty much Clotis. Very good to have. You have Gallia and Tarnag for early drops, but otherwise we're basically testing everything else out. A single copy of Grumgully, a single copy of Rad, a single copy of Vela, because yeah, nothing wrong with having legendaries that cost a single mana. We have 3 copies of Varys, though for the most part I've never gotten around to completing a dungeon. I might have completed one once, but it was so late and I think I was kind of dead anyway, so that was very moot. But this one's more like some extra value in a sense. Also, it's kind of a way to test out. I heard someone made the claim that this card is busted and they would quit if that was not the case. I'm pretty sure it's not the case now, but I kind of want to test it out anyway. Then we have a single copy of Burgee because, well, if we're not drawing cards off Bard class, we might as well draw cards off the Horn of Bounty. And to slightly round out the musical team, let's have 2 copies of Eliwick. It's really more for the -2 I'm trying to draw into another legendary, and gaining some life in the process is nice. And otherwise, few copies of Questing Beasts. I had a copy of Tarask here, but I think realistically it's never gonna happen. So Vorinclex and Kogla will kind of fit the bill there. And that's pretty much it for this deck. This one is not too serious. It's really more for funsies, and because I got home really late and I didn't have much time to build this up. But hey, let's just test it. Let's just test this out. As far as I know, if we do hit the Bard class, we're kind of winning. When we don't hit the Bard class, we're kind of struggling. There are some ways to kind of get out of it depending on what our opponent's playing. If our opponent's playing goblins and they're not that fast, we might have an out. So that said, here this is a hand with no Bard class, but I'm probably gonna keep it, if only for Magda into Eska. I kind of want to get into better action. We can cast any of these anyway. I'm gonna assume Magda dies. Well, we can always Wolf Willow Haven if we don't want that to happen. Yeah, let's do that. No real rush to run it out. Opponent's kind of representing counter. Oh no, not counter spell. So we could kind of tech to Vorinclex this way. So I'm gonna set this to red. Opponent doesn't really have any cards, though. Thing is that this is indestructible. So we might as well play this now, if only to punish our opponent for, if only to keep say that we have something on board. We're probably gonna go. It's unfortunate that we can't set this as a creature. So opponent casts the Behold the Multiverse because it looks like they are really stuck if they're casting Behold the Multiverse now, especially after I just showed them a Clotis. I think they're stuck on mana. That was pretty much their Hail Mary plan. So next turn, do we go Essica or Magda? Opponent discards a Flunk. Let's sneak that. So I'm probably gonna cast Essica. So we're giving our opponent something to kill, but kind of have to do that. Actually, this is the case where I really don't want Clotis to trigger because it opens it up to Shadow's Verdict. It opens it up to Extinction Event. So might want to be slightly careful. Then again, I could just run Vorinclex out and just go ham on our opponent's life total that way. Let's see what our opponent's gonna let us get away with. Oh, they're gonna just flunk it now. Okay. So we did hit the 6. Let's not be reminded of our failures. So we're just running the Vorinclex out quickly just to have something to hit our opponent with. It will definitely get our opponent to kill it like that, but that's fine because instead of dying to this, they're now dying to this. They need to have an out for Clotis. I kind of want to hold on to the second Eska. I'm gonna just play Zvela, see if we can get a. I don't want to run out Magda at the same time because, as I said, Clotis is doing more work for us as a. Is doing more work for us as an enchantment, at least until our opponent hits Ugin, and I'm assuming that our opponent might have one. We're just gonna try to see if we can build up our life total until then. Opponent is 2 mana away, very close though. Mordenkainen probably makes a dog. It makes a doggo. So let's take out the poison, the cup. So we already hit our 6 mana. We do need to be careful to maintain at least 3 green in case we go for Kogla. So I need to decide between playing Eska, which doesn't really do much. Play Magda, which doesn't do much. Make a wolf token. That one does something at least. I'm gonna activate the ability. Also lessens the risk of me accidentally activating Clotis, though I might want to consider I do want to activate eventually at some point. Opponent makes another doggo. We can afford to actually take 1 hit, so we'll take that. When we have enough cards on the ground, let's take out the Behold the Multiverse. If our opponent has a counter for this, it's kind of fine. Also, we are free to start eating off our own yard, though. Yeah, opponent has a Soul Shatter. So, no attacks. Yeah, we can play Magda. Opponent really needs an answer to close this soon. I'm assuming they have a Brazen Borrower somewhere. Again, this deck has no interaction at all, so we're... So 10, 10, 10, 10. 10, 10, 10, 10. We can probably just make another wolf at this point. We will just block. Opponent is gonna kill a few cards first to actually get some cards through, though it lowers the damage, but it's kind of fine with that. So we take them down to 6. That's actually their third flunk. So if I make a wolf that uses up all the mana, if I make Esika, that also kind of uses up the mana. Yikes! The problem is I need to do both, but I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can't do both. So if our opponent has a kill spell, we're actually dead at this point. So it was kind of close, but again, having no interaction really hurts us. So there. So opponent just draws up to 8. They can play more than kind to draw to 10, so we can call this good game. Because we can't activate this. We needed one more mana to activate, but actually what we really want... So we kind of got close, but yeah, no Bard class is kind of hurts us a bit. Then again, I know we were kind of underdogs against control decks in a sense. Like, also, how many flunks and how many Soul Shatters? Then again, it also displays a weakness that this is not good against... Because we're playing threats 1 at a time without the Bard class. But it does validate the Wolf Willow Havens. So no Bard class. In fact, this is essentially what I'd call too slow, so we have to mulligan this. This is... oh my gosh, it's even worse. We only got 1 land. Okay, we will play this one. We will end up binning... There's probably an argument for Eska over Rada. I'm just kind of hoping we hit a Bard class. If we played the Temple of Abandon, we might give our opponent a heart attack. Because this is typically in Tibalt's Trickery decks. Probably not. I think our opponent can handle it. Yikes. So probably do not want the Magda. Yeah, we've... opponent going for Caryatid, so this one's a ramp deck. We will go with an early Targnar just to... then we'll probably run out Varys into Rada, since we kind of have all the lands that we want right now. Opponent could easily drop a 3-3, which would be a Llanowar Visionary. Oh no, could this be the Luca into Coma deck? That might be a problem. I will play Varys first. Then I will offer Targnard for the trade. Our opponent's teching to coma. That's an issue we have right now. And again, no interaction. Usually not a good sign. It's not good. Not good in draft, and definitely not good here. Now in this case, it is reasonable to hit set. So opponent goes toss a deep dwelling. Oh, so it's the blink deck. So opponent's gonna just keep blinking this guy. Okay. We do hit the Magda, but I probably don't want to play the Magda out. Like, I can double this, and I can double the power and toughness and swing so we can get a really big hit in. But I think we want to play for the long game. Also, our opponent has many cards, so we probably want to just scry ASAP. Don't really want that. I'm going to again offer these guys for a trade. If our opponent wants to chump everything onto Varus, then I'm actually fine with it. Opponent's not going to fall for it. Looks like we're looking at a coma right about now. Nope. No, Mind Flayer. Takes Targnar. Oh wait, no, they can pay the one ward. So oh, and it stays under their control. Yep. So take that. So that's the combo. Again, having no interaction really hurts us, and now we're gonna lose everything to Mind Flayer. They just start blinking the Mind Flayer. We can attack for 4. We'll leave that up there. So ironically, having Clotis, losing Targnar is actually gonna be a good part of our plan. Now the bad news is our opponent can now blink Clotis. No, the good news for us is that they're slightly out of tempo at this rate. We might be able to slip in. But yeah, having no interaction really hurts us. I know this is how the historic version of it plays. It's just like, run everything, let's see which sticks. In fact, I would not be surprised if our opponent just takes the 8 so that they can steal Clotis. The caveat being that they can't exile Clotis. Oh, they're gonna just chump block Clotis. So they can steal Clotis now, they just have to Mind Flayer blink it. So they can actually blink their Mind Flayer, then take Clotis in. So that's an accept part of their plan. If they blink our Clotis, it means they steal a different creature. Okay, they're blinking the Clotis. So I need to consider if, let's say they steal Radha, we're kind of stealing Targnar is a bit more annoying. Yeah, Vorinclex not quite gonna cut it. Again, we're having difficulties with this deck. Oh, they're going for the tap. So they're going for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just 8 that. So blink the Mind Flayer. So that gives them something to block with. Take Radha. Okay. So we do have to Vorinclex. Opponent can actually just take the damage from Vorinclex, and now I'd be staring at the face of an opposing Vorinclex, which is a problem. Yeah, having trample and all that. I'm hoping this convinces our opponent to block, even if it's just that. But we might 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, actually we're dead. So yeah, we probably need to be more aggressive in hitting that Bard class, because the deck is very useless without it. Actually, I wouldn't say useless. We are kind of getting there, but yeah, having your opponent being able to interact with your stuff hurts. We might want to consider cards like Snakeskin Veil to prevent stuff like the Mind Flayer from happening, or even just removal. Just delaying 1 or 2 removal spells is enough. We'll do one more game, but I am really considering making that edit now. Actually, you know what? Let's make that edit now. It increases our chance of whiffing, but it's probably better than not. So we do want to cut probably 1 Eliwick, 1 Wolfwillow Haven, probably cut Svella. We'll keep Rada and Grumgully here. Probably cut Bergi. There's also Ranger's Guile, but yeah, let's do Snakeskin Veil. So we cut Bergi, Eliwick, Svella, Wolfwillow Haven. Okay, so we'll make that quick edit, see how that pans out. What did I say else I cut? Yeah, cut Bergi and cut 1 Wolfwillow Haven. Okay, let's see. Okay, the mana is also an issue. We kind of got everything we want except the mana to play it. Okay, this is more playable. We can kind of protect Magda. I probably will end up cutting 1 Snakeskin Veil though. We'll probably ditch the other Fabled Passage. Take Forest. We can actually... Yeah, let's ditch the other Fabled Passage. Okay. Kinda don't want to play this without these 2 guys without support, but I'm gonna run it out anyway. If it gets our opponent to kill it in this turn, well, so be it. If our opponent plays another Acquisitions Expert, that's a problem, because I will need to now decide which of these. Probably lose the Snakeskin Veil at this point. Opponent probably swings, or not. So we do get to play Eska. And whichever one our opponent bolts, we can kind of tap Magda for a treasure, so we're free. We'll end up with either Toski or Questing Beast. Toski is an issue in the Treacherous Blessing. Okay, so opponent wants to draw cards. I have no illusions that the Questing Beast is gonna last. So might as well tap add mana. Okay, now we're slightly flooding. Kinda wanna just play this first. Again, not having the snakeskin veil to protect is kind of awkward, but then again, kind of needed everything else. Let's see what our opponent has in store. Opponent is holding everything back. Oh. Probably has a way to wrath the board. So... Okay, let's see. It can't be blood in the snow. It can still be... Now the thing is, if our opponent goes for an extinction event, I can just tap the questing beast, make a treasure just for safety. Okay. So there's our... Oh wait, we... Guess we couldn't. So, you know what? We kind of need to draw cards. Oh yeah, we have to remember that we kind of want to set full control there. Opponent is getting dinged a bit, little by little. Create a 2-3. So I can make a questing beast. I can make Vorinclex just to force our opponent to block. It also prevents the Toski from attacking, which is kind of fine. Or do we want... Yeah, we do want him to attack. Yeah, this is going to be awkward. Hold on. Do I want this to... Yeah, you kind of want this to attack everything. Okay. No, you really should block Toski. That's fine too. So we lose 2 lands. That's fine. I can tap it. I kind of don't want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, our opponent's 1 mana away from Ugin, so we're actually gonna just pop this now. Let's just put this here. No, tap. So I kind of want to turn on full control here in case our opponent has another board wipe. So we don't lose out on any treasures. Opponent is 1 mana away from Ugin. Opponent really is probably gonna take out Questing Beast at this point. Oddly enough, okay, Xanatar. So it can block Questing Beast and survive. Well, okay, pass. Opponent's probably... Yeah, I should have held down. Hold on. Because I would have been able to play Targnar also, though that wouldn't have been relevant. So we might draw a card or two. The problem is we might end up losing our board in the process. I'm going to assume that Xanatar blocks the Questing Beast because he's the only one that can block that. So, oh, okay. They're going to go for the all Vorinclex play. Block Eska. So we get to kill Ashiok. Might as well kill Xanatar before they conceal our stuff. There's 1 Bard class down. And there's another Bard class in Crotus. We get to draw 2 cards. There's a Fabled Passage and a Temple. Let's play the Temple. Snakeskin Veil. Well. We'll see if we survive long enough. We can theoretically play this, but 4/4. Yeah, that's opening ourselves up to an extinction event. Okay, we need to hold full control here because yeah, we missed out on getting treasures those 2 times. We fortunately won this one. Our opponent might have been waiting for that 1 more mana for Ugin. We kind of survived that one, all things considered. So probably want to add another Vorinclex, which is kind of weird coming out. I originally had more Vorinclexes and Koglas, but that was in the mono green build. So I like the Snakeskin Veil plan, even though we never got to actually cast it. But sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. Unfortunately, it's looking like yeah, some of the cards that we're testing out, Varys is not panning out, Eliwick's not panning out. Some people just do not know how to value cards. Okay, we actually have something interesting here. We can turn 2 Bard class, turn 3 cast Gallia, turn 4 Wolf Willow. Well, we're gonna be behind if we don't hit another land at least. But the plan is essentially to hit Gallia by turn 3. Okay, got Forest. We're definitely keeping that because we want Questing Beast on standby. Don't know how many people are running enchantment removal. I haven't seen any quite yet. But this is finally the time for Bard class to shine. So note that we can play Forest, Prosperous Innkeeper. I kind of want to run Gallia first before running anything else. That said, we did hit a World Tree. So much for playing Wolf Willow Haven. At least we have a backup Gallia. And the turn. So next turn we can play a land. No, we can't Wolf Willow Haven, unfortunately. We can just run the Questing Beast outright. Opponent's going Trelasara, so this is life gain. I am very willing to trade our Gallia for your Trelasaria. Our Questing Beast is actually going to do quite a bit also because of the... But now I'm already hitting lands I don't want to hit. So, hold on. Now, I'm not going to throw Gallia away. So we're just going to run in with the Questing Beast for now. Next turn we will... Well, we're still this and another land away, but we can cast Bard. We can get up the Bard class to the Legendary spell mode. Opponent is trying to... Thankfully, it's still one life gain event, so Questing Beast now trades with Trelasara. If our opponent swings, I'm willing to throw Gallia under the Moondancer bus. I suspect our opponent... Okay, Faceless Haven with this many non-basics really is questionable. Okay, hit another Bard class. So I'm actually gonna swing with both. Our opponent might have a Fight Us One, which would be very annoying. Well, no, if they have a Fight Us One, so they're gonna just take the hit. That's fine. So I can choose to We'll see if we hit anything. At least, wait, we played the land already. Wait, did we play a land already? Yeah, we played the land already, so we don't get to play either of these. So this is a whiff. Worst case scenario, we can just description of abundance. Okay, so opponent is just trading it off. Opponent hits another faceless haven. No. Oh, Gargaroth. That's gonna be a big one. That's gonna be a big issue for us. So no point in swinging with Galia. Yeah, maybe I should have run this out. Well, I couldn't have run that out first. I could run this one for the just for the 1/2 and just play Galia, but then I lose out on this, and well, it was disappointment all throughout anyway. So now the problem is, as long as our opponent keeps triggering to gain life, we're not going to be able to hit this one at all. Oh, opponent goes for the draw card, so no life gain quite yet. If they play a creature, that's a problem. So we kind of need to hit a legendary, any legendary. Cleric class, okay. Well, that's a legendary. Oh, we got Toski up top. Hold on. So we're getting the chain going. Okay, got an Ellie Wick. Hold on. This one's set to level 2, so we got double discount. So let's cast this for 0. Kinda want to cast Varus first. We're gonna actually give up on Toski considering we're already drawing too many cards. Oh no, we're losing the Vorinclex. Okay, so let's say we lose the Vorinclex. Oh wait, no, you can cast the Vorinclex. We lose the Eliwick. Yeah, if I'm gonna lose one, it's gonna we're going. If I'm going to lose one, we're going to lose Eliwick. So Snakeskin Veil, probably even the top. We're gonna need it later. Actually, no, that's a mistake. We should have been the bottom. So I can actually just choose to attack with this one. Opponent gets to block, gain life. Oh, opponent missed that one. Opponent could have blocked, gained life. And opponent could have blocked, gained life. And I think the amount of life gained would have been enough to actually make this one bigger. So the Vorinclex would not have killed. Oh, wait, no. Our opponent would not have gotten any counters on it because... Okay, opponent has the book, but it's way too late. Gain some life, gets a counter on it. So this one is you may discard the card if you do. But their opponent shows to gain life, so yeah, that was a disaster. So makes an angel, gains some life, puts a +1/+1 counter that's meaningless because there's a Vorinclex. We'll steal one card, so we have to win on this turn. I'm pretty sure I'm hoping there's no fog effect that I missed. If there is, I'm gonna be so cross. Does this have trample? No, it's just first strike. treasure. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Discard a card at random to draw 2. None of them are going to hit our opponent. So we're going to decline. So let's see how our opponent blocks. Okay, so that one's, so no point doubling that. Clotis is kind of meaningless. Okay. Just rubbing it in. I'm sorry. So we kind of lucked out and dodged our opponent's Book of Exalted Deeds. Also, I think the problem is that Book of Exalted Deeds really is a mono white card. Our opponent kind of shafted themselves by needing the snow covered forests. I probably would lean the deck more towards more towards white. We still have all the mono white cards that gain life, and those are still very good last time I checked. Now, the deck our opponent's running is better post-rotation because those are the cards that will actually exist, but I probably still would not play Book of Exalted Deeds. The deck, it should have come out a lot earlier. Our opponent doesn't know that we have no interaction at all, but they kind of played it too late at that point. Also, I think their mana did not cooperate. We'll do one last game here. No. Nothing quite too serious there. The one game we did get Bard class, we ran away with it. So it's really a question of, can we win without the Bard class? And I'll be honest. Our opponent took a mulligan. We probably should do the same, because if this does not give us a land, we're in real trouble. We'd be forced to play Radha early. Yeah, let's mulligan. Okay, this one's keepable. We have the Bard class. I can bin one Clotis. I can actually just bin the Wolf Willow Haven. To be on the safe side, we'll keep this one. Yeah, we'll bin the Wolf Willow Haven. So we turn 1 Temple, turn 2 Bard class, turn 3 Bard class Clotis. Okay, maybe I should have binned the land, but let's see if we Snakeskin Veil. This time it's not panning out. Our opponent is playing Winota. No, it's not Winota style. This could also be Bard class. No, it is Bard class. So let's see who has the response to Bard class. Oh no, it's Teamer. Radha. Okay, this is different. This could still be Bard class though. So Radha is good against pairing against Magda, but not against the opposing Radha. Yeah, I couldn't have played this. Yeah, we'll play Radha. Our 4/4 beats their 3/3. Oh, we got another Bard class. I probably would play Fabled Passage Clotis. I'm concerned our opponent's about to go Genesis Ultimatum, and that could wreck us even more. Rum Gully, but a bit late. So we do hit the Magda off the top. So I'm actually going to just run this. Hold on. Yeah, let's run this one. Let's run Bard class. Clotis does not get an extra counter because it's not entering as a creature. So it doesn't get the counters from this because it is what it is. My concern is our opponent might have something like a Mind Flayer, so I'm gonna actually pass on this one for now. I can swing. We will have first strike, but our opponent can actually, no, they can't. Let's see how they block. Nope, they saw it. They're not blocking. So we're keeping the Magda up top. An alternate plan would be crack, because I could activate this, but no. Opponent has their own Clotis, so it's now the battle of the battle of the indestructible. So I kind of want to crack this first. So we're gonna lose Magda. Because that's the way we do get mana instead. I'm gonna play the temple because we definitely don't want another bard class. Well, we got Magda again, so we're no attacks. And opponent's also slightly stuck on mana. Oh no, they're hitting mana off the top. It's Luca. Oh no, they're going for Coma now. So can we outpace a Coma? We hit our... So the trick is, can we maintain the chain? Nope, we whiffed on that one, we hit lands. That said, I can swing with Gallia, which is not a good plan. Hold on, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can't play these lands anymore. If I play this Clotis, it allows our opponent to kill with this one. My best bet is to actually just play the Snakeskin Veil now. How much does it cost to... It's 6 to double it up. My best bet is to actually just put it on this Clotis. I guess we do activate this. Yeah, we kind of whiffed on that one. So we actually gave our opponent some fodder that way, but actually that one gets exiled. Yeah, the Grum Gully is actually a good combo with the Serpents. If our opponent could go for another... No, they could go for another Coma, but it makes no sense. Opponent now has a ton of mana. Wow, looks like we got outplayed because of the Luca combo. And remember, we have no interaction at all, so we're probably going to lose this one. Just kind of waiting to see if our opponent goofs up in their gameplay. Augusta, Dean, so super weird in the sense that our opponent can tap and attack and untap. Yeah, the pseudo vigilance is really painful here. Opponent probably taps Clotis. We will be forced to chump block. Hold on, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We'll be forced to chump block with one creature. You put... Okay, you may cast this card from exile. Opponent could cast Prismatic Bridge, and in fact, I would like them to do so. Yeah, looks like we got outclassed on that one. If they attack, this is the only one Vigilance. No, these guys have Vigilance. Oh wow, they all have Vigilance. Wow. we really got outclassed on this one. Opponent makes a coil. Wow, we're just hitting lands. Yeah, we're not gonna win if this is all we hit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might as well go for this, but it's probably over at this point. Okay, we hit the Toski. We hit another Clotis. So should probably keep this one since I'm not gonna attack. I can cast this for 3, but I don't have the mana, so the only out is to cast this again. But it's not really gonna do much here. Probably the better bet was not to have tapped all that mana, but okay, this one's better for us because now we can play Eska. But we still lose. We still lose. There's no way around it. I'm just doing this for the lulz. Hold on, let's not do that quite yet. We can tap this one for 1. Yeah, this is basically a very expensive way of saying I concede. We might get our opponent to concede from waiting, but I sincerely doubt that. Our opponent getting the Luca combo is kind of the end of it for us. Actually, the Snake Federation. Yeah, this is just a super complicated way of saying I concede. Now I can tap all this. I can't tap all that for Vorinclex. So also not having haste is an issue. Yeah, this is me just dicking around. I'm sorry. This is really a concession. I think our opponent... Okay, I think we might have ticked our opponent off. I'm really sorry. Nope, opponent's still back there. Let's yeah, do that because we have no hope of ever completing that. Keep this one. Then this has haste, so we can tap for 3 mana. I'm surprised they didn't tap this one. This would have given us a quick treasure. Huh? I'm going out on my terms. Kinda wish I had the ETB affected new creatures. Oh. So probably just put this one up here. Yeah, let's just concede on our own turns. Let's just yeah, this kinda falls in the category of petty behavior, but that it is what it is. Can't cast this one. Yeah, Yeah, we're not even gonna hit all the cards in. Oh wait, we do have a few zeros. Yeah, okay, we can hit it in time.
Words are fine, but music is the true expression of life.
Yeah, that's it. And with that, we milled ourselves out. So good game. So sorry for that. So it shows that what we could do, but it also shows that even this has limits. So if anything, we've just demonstrated that the deck kind of has not. If anything, it demonstrates some clear principles. One, you need to always have interaction. Like we could do away with like 4 less creatures. I've added some for Snakeskin Veil, but we probably want more proactive ones alongside this. Like we kind of want. Now the thing here is that for green red, none of it's gonna hit Coma, so I can actually understand why blue was added. That's actually a decent choice. I would not be surprised if we see a teamer version of this, although thank goodness we're going to lose Luca when rotation hits, so that part of the combo is gone. But well, we did get to play this around with this one a bit, and yeah, Bard class built around with some of the cards that we have, kind of really good. After rotation, when we lose Gallia, when we lose Clotis, when we lose Rada, when we lose Grumgully, when all we have is Targnar, probably questionable. Especially when we also lose Questing Beast. We still have Toski. Varys, we've kind of demonstrated does absolutely nothing. So we can relax on that one. Maybe it probably might fit in the mono green build, but that not in Bard class. Anyway, that's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.